Why hello there, and welcome to the elements of a high converting squeeze page. And in this section we're going to be looking at some of the traffic sources, some of the most popular traffic sources. Not all of them, because there's about 100 million. Okay, maybe not that many, but there's a lot of them. And what I'm going to be doing is showing you the elements of everything that's going to be important that's not on your squeeze page. You see, what a lot of people don't realize is that yes, it's great to have a nice high converting squeeze page, but what's more important is how that person is getting sent there. Okay, that's going to be a very kind of overarching theme when it comes to this section, and is very important. That's really going to help to increase your conversions, because imagine if someone is going to look, they want to make money online and they click on a link that says, tap here to show you how to make money online, and then they get sent to an offer that's weight loss. They go, what the heck is this, right? There's no congruence. This is not what I'm looking for. So you want to maximize the effectiveness that whenever that person taps on that link or clicks that link, they actually get sent to something that's going to be as direct and beneficial and similar as possible. Okay, so I'm going to open this up and we're going to get to work here. So edit page, classic editor in Clickfunnels, of course. Now, first I'm going to be talking about Instagram here. So let's pretend that we're going to be giving away something like free video training. Sure. How to make affiliate commissions. Let's do on YouTube without creating a single video. And let's save this. Okay, so let's pretend that's going to be what's going to be written on the page. Now, something you want to keep in mind with Instagram is that anytime I'm using a different traffic source, I'm just using a different page in ClickFunnels. You can easily clone it and then change it around. But the fact of the matter is that when you're on Instagram, about 99%, 98% of the traffic is going to be from mobile. The only time it's not going to be from mobile is if someone's on their phone and for some odd reason they don't want to tap the link. They just enter into their browser. Or another one could be if they're browsing Instagram on the desktop and they just happen to click on there, which is not as likely because the majority of traffic is in fact going to be on mobile, unless you have a massive page where people just happen to check it all the time, and so on and so forth. So with that in mind, what you want to do is keep in mind that being above the fold is going to be different on mobile. We talked about that in a previous video, where anytime you have something on a squeeze page, you want to make sure the main important stuff is above the fold, which means that when they arrive at your page, they can see everything that you want them to do. So to actually combat that on Instagram and mobile, what you can actually do is kind of just move everything up. So I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger here. One sec. Okay, so if you look here from the top, notice how it kind of moves everything up. So I can do like that. Same thing here. I know it's cut off a little. It's just because, I have only a specific amount of screen to record. And the same thing here. I can, let's do like 5. You'll notice I'm moving everything up a little. Let's do 15. Don't want to make it too close, but this gives a much better experience for something being, closer up. And let's do 40. Let's hit save. Okay, now I'm going to back out of this. All right, so now what I want to do is actually show you what it looks like. There's plenty of websites, so I just I searched for any type of website. We can put in a URL and it'll basically show you what it looks like. So let's just go to Apple iPhone 5. All right, so this is a good thing that we actually tested this out. As you can see here, it's almost above the fold. They got to scroll down a little. In all honesty, it's not the worst thing in the world. However, sometimes people don't realize they need to scroll down. So there's a few things you can do to actually change this around. What you might want to do is you could obviously make the font smaller. You can make it much smaller. You could change what's here so that it doesn't take as much space, use less words. And let's basically go back to the page and edit that around. Easiest thing to do here is if you're already not using a lot of words, I'm going to make this bigger. It just make the font smaller. Sure. Okay. Let's give that a sec, and then I will go back to the other page just because it takes a minute or so to fully function and be up to date, and then we'll go back and test it and see how it looks. All right, and let's hit go. Perfect. All right, as you can see right here, I'm not sure why the right is close to the side. Either way, it's not a big deal because it's perfectly easy to see. That way, look, once it pretty much comes up on their phone, everything they need to do is going to be right there in front of them. Make it as easy as possible for them to take that action, which is going to click download now or download my free cheat sheet now. Okay, so let's hit back. So that's half part of the equation. In fact, let's hit back one more time. Let's just do, I don't know, I'm not familiar with any of these other phones. I happen to be an Apple dude. Either way, looks perfect. As you can see, this perfectly fits the screen, barely any scroll. Awesome. Okay, but that's half of the equation. Okay, what I'm going to do is pretend right now that I am on a phone. Okay, this is going to be the notepad of the phone. I don't know what phone you have. I use the iPhone, but there's usually some type of notepad. And the reason I want to actually do this here is because this is something a lot of people don't realize. You can actually make your bio look pretty nice and neat, so it's easy to read. It's, I guess you could say, more professional, and it's easier to get a click. Okay, so let's pretend you are in your notepad on your phone. What I like doing, once again, you're going to be looking at the ad copy here. So if our squeeze page is going to be this, okay, we want it to be as identical as possible so that when they click on our link, they're going to see something very similar. Okay, so the first section could be free video training. Okay, what you can do is actually put an emoji here if you like to make it a little spiffy, stick out. Okay, I'm just going to put E for emoji. Okay, next line. Okay, another emoji, something that's going to be similar to what you're representing. How to make affiliate commissions on YouTube. Okay, we could use that. What I do is I like having one line at a time. If you make this too long, it kind of drags on into the next one. You'll know when you copy and paste it into Instagram, but aside from that, the next line, you could do the continuation of without creating a video, or just keep it like that. It's going to be up to you. Either way, it's going to be very targeted. And then this emoji, I usually like doing a call to action. And this emoji right here is going to be like a finger pointing down, okay? Tap the link below to download. Or you could do to access. Okay, I like download just because we're using a download now button, okay? So this is why I'm showing you this, because we're pretending right now that we're on our phone. If you actually copy this and you go to your bio on Instagram, it's going to allow you to use this as if it has three separate different sentences. Normally, if you go to Instagram, you'll have to do, it would look like this: free video training, and then it would be how to make affiliate commissions, and then it would keep running on because there's no enter or return button. Like, you can't hit a space like this, right? It doesn't allow you to do that. So this is a nice little Instagram hack where if you actually paste it into a notepad, you can copy and paste it into the Instagram bio. Okay, and then of course your website link would be, you know, whatever your squeeze page is. .com. Okay, so that's how simple it is when it comes to setting up a link in your bio. You're going to notice how similar this is to a lot of the other ones. You always want to make what the person is seeing as targeted as possible to what they're going to be seeing. All right, it's called congruence. It's very important. If you've ever done solo ads, which I will be talking about later, usually when I get a really bad opt-in rate, especially when I have normally a high opt-in rate, it's because someone sent some generic, ridiculous swipe file, or not swipe file, just email swipe. And let's say we wanted to send this to a, for a solo ad. and it's about making YouTube commissions, someone probably sent something out random and generic like you can make money on Facebook, and it's just completely unrelated, and that's usually the reason why you get a really bad opt-in. Either that or the person's traffic is just garbage. Okay, so those are the reasons why that would happen. So you're going to notice this theme in a lot of these videos as we continue, but it's very important because you want it to be as targeted as possible. That's how you maximize your amount of opt-ins, and when you maximize your amount of opt-ins, you save a ton of money on leads, and obviously you can break even quicker and profit even quicker as well. Does that make sense? All right, cool. So thank you for watching. That's how to set up your Instagram bio, and of course how you can actually alter your squeeze page so that it fits above the fold, because a lot of people are going to be coming from mobile. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.